Yeah.
Whoa. Hey everyone, it's your man Mark with MD Ready. Today we're going to be talking about shotguns or rifles. Okay? It's up to you, right? So please make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Please make sure that you guys tap and follow me on Instagram at ND_ready. We're doing a series on my preferred primary and how we use a rifle or shotgun or how I even have mine set up. But today we're going to do a deeper dive into something even more simpler, right? In my Trump voice, even simpler, right? So we're going to be looking at how or the type of shotguns that people might be buying in today's times, and also what most people would used to probably get when it comes to ARs and kind of just bringing things back a little bit. So again, make sure you guys follow me MD_ready. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you would like private lessons, need personal protection, wear and carry permit, DC SPO, DC carry permit, Maryland Guard card, whatever it is, those services I offer, even consultation, make sure you hit me at Instagram and MD_ready. Now, starting off with a shotgun. So here we have my Mossberg 930. Some people may say, well, don't they make a 940? They do make a 940. I actually bought my 930 back in, I think, the 2017, 2018, 2019 time frame. Got it for a great deal when Richards or Dick's was selling firearms, right? So that's what my cousin calls it for whatever reason, just being weird. I just thought it was funny. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I got mine at that time period. At the time, I think they were going for like $800. I got mine for just under $7, maybe high sixes, and I love it. So the gun is clear. It is on safe. I do have a side saddle that I'm not going to take the rounds. I don't want to. And I have this spare shell carry on the side. I forgot the specific name. A sling. There is no light. There's no light. It's an 18.5-inch barrel shotgun. It's semi-automatic. You do see the charging handle here. I love the knurling on it. This shotgun has seen a little bit of abuse, so you will see a couple of little scratches on it, but it gives it some character, right? This gun is pretty light. Now, my cousin Antoine said that it's not as light as his, I think it's the Beretta A300. I believe that's what it's called, because we shot them together in comparison side by side. Love the Beretta A300, but it's super light. That gas system is a bit better, but this doesn't really beat you up anyway because it's semi-automatic. Now, this is not one of those Turk Nelly, Turkbergs, Turk Remingtons, Turkerettas, none of that stuff, right, Turker? Because the Turk, a lot of these Turkish shotguns are coming in. I have heard people saying that after a few hundred rounds, they start to kind of fall apart. But I have something to come to you guys that I'm going to be getting in the very near future so I can test it out for myself. Through this gun, I have well over 500 rounds because I've shot in it plenty, and it's holding up just fine. Holding up just fine, no problems at all. I will tell you guys this: any semi-automatic shotguns that you get, I prefer the tube fed shotguns. Some people want the bullpups and the mag feds and all that good stuff. I just had a student take out a mag fed shotgun. I think the VR 180 or VR 80 or something like that. Number one, magazines are hard as balls to load. Two, it had so many malfunctions. But even though it was oiled, never been used, all of this stuff, this thing out the box, I have not had a malfunction out of any of the rounds that I put through it. Now, I did break it in with high brass. It is recommended that with semi-automatic shotguns, you break them in with high brass loads, preferably bucks and slugs. After you put that first 50 or so rounds through it, it's pretty much broken in. Just make sure it's lubing the oil up good, and you're good to go. Just make sure you clean it every once in a while, right? So this gun is very simple. Sling and the side saddle. Is this going to be the best home defense device? No. But using to go have fun at the range, or even maybe if you need to defend yourself in your home, would it come in handy? Now, could you defend yourself with this as is without a light? Yeah, you could. You just turn the damn lights on in your house, right? Or, I'm sure there have been plenty of people who have defended themselves in a home or outside of their home with no weapon mount on light. But in the best case scenario, you definitely want a light. But can you enjoy this gun the way it is? Yes, you definitely can. When you start adding accessories, it gets heavy as hell. So with that being said, this is the shotgun. Pros are variety of ammo, right? Anything as light as, you know, your number 8 bird shot, or is it 8 or 9? I believe it's 8. 8 is what I believe it's saying. 8 bird shot to 3-inch Magnum slugs. Bird shot, it's going to pepper it. Slugs is going to hurt your shoulder, or at least 3-inch mag is going to hurt your shoulder a little bit, but it'll put a walloping on whatever you're trying to, or whatever your goal is to hit, whether it's a grizzly bear, black bear, whatever it is, right? Even deer, lay them down. So that's that. Now, with that being said, going to the rifle. Let's kind of keep. I'm not sure if this is still in the frame, but I want it to be in the frame, right below the Guinness. Right. So now we have our good old AR-15, and this one is a 14.5 pin and welded barrel. As you can see, I have the I believe it's 2.5-inch extended A2 muzzle brake bird cage. Okay, I do have that good old army green sling on there. It does have a loaded magazine inserted, so we're going to make sure we're going to clear it. Okay, I think these are the OKC joints. Anyway, lock it to the rear. Boom, just like that. So this one is set up to be more so of that M4 style that you would, you know, commonly see folks have. Of course, it does have the A2 front post on there. It is a carbon length gas system, so it is not going to be a soft shooting as a mid-length or full-length rifle system, but it is going to be pretty reliable. It is going to beat the bulk carrier group up a little more, and it's probably going to get a little dirtier. I always wanted to know if a mid-length rifle mid-length system stay a little bit cleaner than the carbon lip system. I'm not sure if anybody knows. Definitely put it down in the chat. So up here I have that aim point style, because it's definitely not an aim point. It's definitely a cheapo CV light, but I wanted to have the look of like the aim point style optic. Works really good. Just make sure you keep the lenses clean. I typically take a lens polisher for my optics. After I clean the guns, I will polish up the lens just to keep the fog and debris and all that stuff off the lens to keep it nice and crystal clear. Besides that, I have a backup sight, metal force, okay? Standard charger handle, took off a little hump out of the A2 grip, and it does have a little Punisher logo on there, but I got a great deal on the lower. Then I have my little broomstick handle, but I don't grip it like so, which reminds me of the gutter. I have a nice C-clamp, right? I like to have a really nice C-clamp. Again, this is it's basic, it's simple, there is no light. Could you defend yourself with this? You could. I'm sure there have been plenty of people who have done it without a light, without night vision goggles and a PEC 15 and all the other extra stuff. When I shoot something like this, it just brings back the gun to its purest form, and it's simple. Even if you didn't have the optic on it, you just literally just have the iron sights. It's fun, okay? And this is what people were typically getting back in the early 2000s. But now everybody wants a free for real and all that good stuff. Now, a gas block is this pent gas block is super strong versus the ones that are should be dimpled and screwed on. But this is super strong. Now, is it going to be as accurate as a free float system? No. But who cares? But you can still hit things out to 100, 200, 300 yards with it. So M4 style AR, pinned and welded, flash hider. It gets the job done every time. Just oil it up and clean it. So you might say, what's the purpose of this, right? Purpose is to show you that just keep it super simple. All your rifles and all your shotguns don't have to be ready for World War III. Even though I don't think you can get a rifle or shotgun ready for World War III, but it don't have to be, right? You can still have something nice and simple that's still fun and lightweight to practice and train with. And like anything, if you set your gun up, your duty belt, your armor, your rifle, your shotgun up for whatever you think you're going to need it for, you need to go out and train with it instead of just LARPing. Go out and train with it because you'll see if your system works well or it sucks. That's how I've altered my systems over time, is because I went out and trained with them, went out to classes with them, take them to the range and actually practice with them to see if they actually hinder you or help you. See if they're going to be a sail to your boat or an anchor, right? You want to make sure you have that. So you want to have something that's going to help push you, move you along faster, help you do better what you're already doing. So I love the shotgun. Shotgun's dope. Shotgun is super sweet. But when it comes to home defense, I'm probably not going to. It's the charging cord. I'm probably not going to select the shotgun, um, because I can get 30 rounds in a magazine, and I only get 8 in the tube. Now, if that's what I can get to the quickest, I'm not going to run across the hall to get the AR. I'm just going to use this until I get the AR. So, with that being said, I don't know I've said with that being said plenty of times, everyone. Let me know, do you prefer the AR or the shotgun? And if you do prefer whichever one you do prefer, let me know why, right? Anything you use to defend yourself. But what's going to be the best tool to get the job done based on the circumstance and the situation? And where are you, right? Where are you? Are you in an apartment or are you in a house, right? Because you got to think, double out buckshot is not going to be, it may not over penetrate the way 5.56 will, but depending on the barrel length, and this is kind of tricky with 5, depending on the barrel length and the ammo you have, it can also dump all its energy on whatever it hits. So, but if you use a slug, you're knocking down brick, you're knocking down a lot of stuff. So, but in any event, guys, if you need any training, you're in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, please make sure you DM me on Instagram, MD_ready. If you need any of my services, hit me up, let me know. I'll take care of you. And again, if it's not something that I am capable of doing, I'm not able to do based on legal reasons or the state or whatever it is, I'll link you and connect you with somebody who can. With that being said, said this so many times. Guys, God bless you. Have a good one. Merry Christmas to you. Stay safe.